Taking responsibility for their actions is so difficult for a narcissist that they would rather die than do it. They can never self analyze. You know it very well, don't you? That's the reason why they gaslight so heavily and believe their own lies. Amongst all the things they do, there are some specific mind games they play to convince you, not tell you, convince you, you are a horrible human being. You are a monster. And the problem is, you believe all of it. Not intentionally, not because you're a fool, but because the things they say, the way they say it, the way they shape the environment while saying it, is so difficult to recognize. It's so difficult to fight against that almost everybody who is targeted falls for it. Let's talk about their games further in this episode. I'm Danish, a narcissistic abuse recovery professional. The topic is 5 callous things a narcissist says repeatedly to prove you are a horrible human being. If that sounds interesting and you want to know the truth, stay until the very end. Number 1, it's your hormonal imbalance that is destroying our relationship. The issues that you're bringing up do not exist. You feel they're issues because you are going through those days of the month. Your body is your enemy. I am not. This is what that person says when they intend to dismiss your concerns and use your body as a scapegoat. They laugh at you, mock you, put you down, point fingers at you, and say, you don't know what you're talking about. You are too sensitive, too cranky, too agitated, irritated. You're taking everything personally, everything seriously because it's your biochemistry. It's on me. So blame yourself. Blame your womanhood. I am not responsible. That also shows how misogynistic these men are. It proves that they hate you. They hate the way you function. Everything that goes on in your life is a big nuisance and a way for them to remain away from looking at the issues that are actually caused by them. It is an easy way to put the burden of responsibilities on you and to convince you that you are intentionally creating problems because you want to hurt them. You want others to see them in a bad light. But that's not true. It has nothing to do with your biology, but with their psychology. That's so messed up. Number 2, you always like to self-sabotage and self-destruct. Let's say you are getting ready for an important meeting. They know it means a lot to you. They know it is going to define how your career moves forward. One day or 1 hour before, they'll fight with you fiercely. Why? Because they want to sabotage you. They can't see you moving forward. They can't tolerate your happiness. You're living with your enemy. They can't handle your joy. They have to bring you down so that they can feel validated. They can subconsciously feel that you coexist in the same plane. They are suffering, they're miserable, and you are miserable as well. And then, unfortunately, when you're not able to give your best, they won't look within. They won't ask, probably I shouldn't have fought with him in the first place. Probably that is what caused it. No. You always self-sabotage. You always do this. You are the one never practicing. You said that thing which triggered me, and then I responded in a very harsh way. It is all because of you. I made a mistake, but who made me make such a big mistake? You. So it's in your DNA. This is what you do. You always self-sabotage. That's how they convince you. And what do you think? Oh, I am a horrible person. Yes, probably he or she is right. Look at the damn state of mind. I don't deserve any happiness in my life because whenever I have a chance, I ruin it. That's not true. That is the narcissist's evil voice telling you that you're not the cause. The cause is the chaos merchant, the chaos demon that surrounds you 24/7 and can never see you succeed. Number 3, oh, you are abandoning me. You're always abandon the family. You are the selfish one. Whenever you try to take a breather, whenever you try to take some kind of break and say, I'm just so done with this damn toxicity, I just want to quit, I want some space. Let's say you go for a vacation, you take 2 days out and say, oh, okay, I am leaving everything behind. Now you take care of the chores of our children, whatever may need be taken care of. And they might pretend to be very supportive. They'll say, oh, fine, yes, you do it. Fine, I'm with you. I'm sharing a real life example. Oh, you do what you need to do. I'm with you. Go on, go ahead. Yes, I am rooting for you. They'll wait, they'll patiently do so. And this is quite tactical, this is intentional. They will store the grudge, they'll store the resentment, only for them to tell you later, you abandoned me. How dare you? How could you do this to our family? You always leave us. You always think about yourself. You are so selfish. So what? It's not only you who works really hard. We all work hard. I'm not demanding a holiday. I'm not demanding a day off. I can do that as well, but I don't. What he or she does not tell you that they don't do the type or the kind or the amount of work that you do. And that's not the focus. You can talk about that. No, then you'll be blaming them. Then you will become the nagging one, the one who is trying to shame them. So they will hold that grudge and then unleash the terror to punish you right at the moment when they see a smile on your face. If that does not make them evil, what does? You did not abandon the family ever. You never abandoned them. You're not the villain. You are the one who is being tortured. You are the one who is surviving that abuse. And it's your fundamental right to take some space from their craziness. Number 4, and this one is really big. You always want to fight. You want to fight. I can't tell you how many times I've been told this. Personally as well, from the narcissist that I have dealt with, and also I've heard it from so many people that I've helped. The narcissist says it because they want you to feel guilty. You breathe differently, you open your mouth, you always want to fight. You have been this way. I say it's a blasphemy. It's a big violation, it's a betrayal. That person kills your voice, forces you to swallow your tongue, and fills you, pumps you with guilt. Why? Because they do not want to look at their deeds. They do not want to know they have done something wrong. They always want to remain in your good books, or should I say, they want you to praise them, worship them. No matter how they treat you, it does not matter. They don't count all the abuses, all the horrible things they do to you. You should always be accepting and have a smile on your face. But the minute you try to say, it's hurting me, stop. It's suffocating me, I need more. Where is the partner that I fell in love with? That's when they'll say, you always like to fight. And then unfortunately, when you react to their abuse, which in your situation anybody could do or would react in the same way, you start seeing yourself through their eyes. Probably he is right, she is right, I am the one looking for fight. Because they'll just sit there quite calm when you'll be raging. It's like they're being regulated. They like the show. You might also see a smirk on their face. They'll tell your kids, look at mommy, look at daddy, how they're behaving. I did not make them do this. They like to fight, they like to punish me. They will become the victim, and that is how they will alienate you from the rest of the people. You'll be seen as this rude and nasty person who has turned bitter, but nobody will ask why. What's going on with you? Number 5 and the last one, you are never there for me. This is a little bit different from you abandon the family. That narcissist wants you to be available 24/7. If it is a narcissistic husband, he does not see you as his partner. He sees you as his mom. You're raising a son. Because look at the responsibilities. You are the one running errands. You are the one raising children. You are the one taking care of chores. Everything is on you, whether they accept it or not. And you have to unconditionally love them. For them, unconditional love is unconditional acceptance for abuse. That's how they see it. And the minute you do not fulfill their expectations and do not play the role assigned to you, you become the enemy and the torture starts. So when you withdraw a little bit, let's say you are sad, oh, you are not there for me, you cannot be sad, you cannot be sick, they might become resentful and even say things like, well, if you get sick, then who will take care of me? You're not allowed to do anything that could be remotely related to self care. That concept is an alien concept to even think of when you are involved with a narcissist. They test you, they will give you tasks that you will fail at doing intentionally, they'll do so. Like, do this for me, do that for me. They won't remind you. They will burden you with so many things, and then you will do 99% of the things asked. That one thing you may accidentally miss. They won't focus on the 99% of the things done properly. No, that one thing. And that will be taken as a big proof for the fact that you don't love them and therefore you are never there for them. Repeatedly said and proven, what does that do to you? That convinces you you're a monster, you're a horrible human being. And then that prolongs the stay. Oh, I am causing this, therefore I should fix it. I have no right whatsoever to think of leaving. Let me know in the comments below if you have experienced something like this. I will talk to you in the next one. Until then, as always, let the healing begin and continue.